We've got a tip for you today on beads, baubles, and jewels. Artist and author Lisa Pavelka is here to show us all of the fun things we can do with sticky tape. Now, this is sort of like jewelry for your home.
It's exactly what it is. It's, who said beading was just for jewelry? It's
exactly.
home decor as well.
Yeah, and I like that stuff. It's good.
Yeah.
Okay, what are we going to make today?
Well, we are going to work, as you said, with the sticky tape. And I have a feeling you're going to get stuck on this stuff.
Good one.
But what we're going to do, the nice thing about sticky tape is you can use template cutters and do all kinds of patterns and shapes with it. But we're doing something very simple with a triangular glass votive. Okay. And I've cut out 3 1 3/4 inch circles. I used just a circle template you can get at any office supply store. And I went ahead and already attached one to my votive here. And it might be a little hard to get it started, so having a craft knife or fine tip tweezers might be real helpful in getting the backing off.
Now, sticky tape is actually double-sided tape, correct?
That's exactly what it is, and it's a very strong adhesive. So we peeled off the backing there, and we're going to get started. And what we're working with today, aside from seed beads, are a high-quality crystal, and I've got 3 different sizes here. We've got small, which are 4 millimeter, and the medium, which are 6 millimeter, and large, which are 8 millimeter. Now we're going to start with a medium-sized, but in the jonquil or the yellow color. And you're going to take your crystal and just place it in the center of your votive, making sure that the beading hole is face upwards so you don't see that.
Okay, and it does stick pretty strong.
It sticks very strong. But if you get it, it's not completely centered or you misplace a piece, you can actually reposition it. It's a little tough, but it's doable.
I was going to ask you that. If you kind of make a mistake, you can,
That's exactly right. Good. So now we want to make a 5-petaled flower. And to do that, we're going to place 5 of the medium rose crystals around the center crystal, the yellow one that we've used here. Just like this. We'll start at the top. That will be our starting point. And we'll position 4 more around it at an angle. So it will look something like that.
Oh, good.
Okay? So now to fill out each petal, we actually need to create a block of 4 more rose crystals right on top of each of our 5 starting crystals. So I would add 4 and do that on all 5 petals, but here I've got an example of where I've started just on my top petal.
Yeah.
It's not quite finished yet.
We still have to do the other ones.
Right. We have to give it, well, we have to do the other ones, but we want to give each petal a little bit more shape. So what I've done is taken 5 of the rose crystals, cut out a strip of the sticky tape, placed them on there, cut them off individually, and then you see I've got the backing on them.
Okay.
Peel off the backing, and then I'm just going to go ahead and, without it sticking to me, you can actually work with tweezers. Sometimes that's a little bit easier to hold.
Right. Okay, so it gives it just that extra little point.
Right. So yeah, there's more
shape. That does make a difference. You don't think it does, but it really does.
Right. Good. And actually, let me go ahead and show you. I've already got one right here that has all of them done.
Oh, beautiful. Okay, here's my question. The petal looks gorgeous, but you still do have that extra sticky tape. Are you going to be collecting lint and dirt in your house? What do you do with that?
That might happen if you were to leave it that way, but unfortunately, we're not going to do that.
Oh, good.
So what we are going to do is we're going to give it a seed shower, or seed bead shower, I should say. And so what I'm taking here is a mixture of seed beads, 11 and 15 seed beads. You can see I have some nice variegated greens, golds, mint color, and I'm going to just sprinkle them all over. You want to work on something where the beads won't bounce too much.
Yes,
you see I've
your
got a
floors
nice big
would not
tray.
be happy.
Now, and then you're going to shake off the extra. Collect the beads. You may have to do that a few times to fill in the areas.
And if you still have like 1 or 2 little spots that the beads didn't stick to, can you do that manually?
Yes, you can. You take some fine tip tweezers and you can place individual beads, press them into place, filling any gaps that you may have of the exposed sticky tape.
Oh, good. That looks pretty.
So it's not quite done yet. I think we have lots more to do.
Oh.
So let's get this out of the way. And bring this back here. And what we're going to do, you see I've got one right here that's got all the seed beads filled in. But what we want to do, I'm actually going to turn it back here. We want to do our corners.
Okay.
And I've taken 1-inch squares of the sticky tape and I've cut them diagonally. But what I've used is a Teflon coated scissor so that the adhesive doesn't accumulate on the scissor blades. And then what you want to do is just cut the tips off the end of each of these diagonals because we can't.
It's a little more cornered.
We can't cover that. And now we're going to go ahead and adorn each corner with another medium-sized yellow crystal. And we'll place it right in the corner, and we'll place 4 of these rose, or the fuchsia crystals. These are the small ones. 4 down along the side, and 4 along the top. Good. So it's going to look like that.
Right. And I'm assuming since there's a space there, we're going to give it another seed bead shower as well.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're right there with me on all of it. But in this corner, you can see I've gone ahead and give it a seed shower just using the variegated green, which helps bring up the other colors in the center.
That's gorgeous.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, are we finished with that, or can we do even more?
We can do even more. Yeah.
I was afraid to ask.
Yeah. Oh, never be afraid to ask. Well, actually, what we're going to do is give it a pedestal base, a crystal pedestal base.
Oh, that's
and
original.
And to do that, we're going to turn it over. And you see, I've already gone ahead. I've cut strips of the sticky tape again. And I've just aligned them along the edges, along the bottom. And I'm going to peel this back. And we're going to use the larger 8mm crystals. And we'll just place these side by side, filling up the entire bottom of our votive until we've gone all the way around. And we've got a beautiful pedestal border.
That's great, because you would never think to do that. You think just the outside, you're finished.
That's right. That's right. Now, it is a votive. You might want to burn a candle in it, but I recommend a floating candle.
Yeah.
It's not dangerous to use a candle in here, but it may cause a failure of the adhesive.
Good.
So, but you could also use it for cotton swabs or makeup brushes.
Let's look at this one.
Yeah.
See what we have.
Our finished one.
That's a finished one, and you can see you have a different pedestal here as well.
Right. Individual feet on that.
So let's look at some of the other things. You have picture frame, and this is beautiful. Tell me a little bit about just a few minutes, a few seconds, I should say, on that one.
That's actually a gourd. And as you can see, very detailed patterning in that to show you just how far you can take this concept. But in addition to using seed beads, we've got just the fine little glass beads as well.
Well, this is great, Lisa. I mean, it's limitless. Everybody's going to have beautiful homes now with the use of sticky tape. Thanks a lot. Well, that's it for today's show. As easy as sticky tape was, wait until you see what you can do with memory wire. This is the perfect technique for beginners. Jewelry making has never been so easy. See you next time on Beads, Baubles, and Jewels.